The cracks in the political foundation of this great nation are growing wider. Special interest groups funnel billions into campaigns, legislation, and lobbying, not to represent the people, but to safeguard their profits and their power. This isn't how democracy is supposed to work. Our politicians are meant to serve us, not billionaires, corporations, and special interests. Yet here we are. The pharmaceutical industry spends billions influencing drug pricing and patent laws. Big food prioritizes profits over your health. It harms the environment, suppresses small farmers, all while creating food deserts and undermining our food security. Big tech fights to avoid antitrust laws and data privacy regulations. Defense contractors, real estate moguls, healthcare giants pour millions into campaigns to influence policies in their favor. It's a rigged game, but here's the good news. We can change it. We can take back our government, our policies, and our future. Many of us support corruptions unknowingly through our blind investments. How familiar are you with your portfolio, your index funds, mutual funds, ETFs? What about your 401k? Are they investing in socially responsible companies? How about we start supporting candidates who reject special interest money? Every election, candidates backed by massive corporate donations flood the airwaves. Ultimately, who do you think they're going to listen to when they get in the office? The corporations that fund them, or the voters casting their ballots? Leaders like Bernie Sanders, whether you agree with his politics or not, has shown that it is possible to run a campaign on small dollar donations, raising millions with an average donation of just $18. We need to demand campaign finance reform, limits on lobbying power, caps on campaign contributions, full transparency in political funding. Write your representative, sign petitions, join or even form organizations that are pro-campaign finance reform. Special interests thrive on our apathy. We're too busy, preoccupied, caught in the matrix. But history has shown us that people who come together in grassroots movements can inflict real change. The Civil Rights Movement led to the Civil Rights Act in 1964. The women's suffrage movement led to the right to vote in 1920. And the environmental movement led to Earth Day and the Clean Air Act. So take action. Join advocacy groups. Knock on doors. Start a conversation within your community and use your social media to communicate and mobilize with others. We got to hold our politicians accountable, but we've also got to hold ourselves accountable. When you get after politicians for taking special interest money, do you get after yourself for taking a job that goes against your ethics just because it pays well? Politicians make poor decisions for short-term gain. Think about the times that you make poor decisions for convenience or short-term gain with your fast food and your fast fashions. We curse special interests for manipulating the system, yet how often have we fudged the numbers on our taxes to save a few bucks? This isn't just about fixing our government, it's about fixing ourselves. Too many of us are stuck on autopilot, mindlessly scrolling, chasing material success, and worst of all, we're trapped in our own fear of discomfort. Profit-driven media has dominated for far too long, but their power is not absolute. It's borrowed, and we can take it back. But you've got to get off your sofa. Stop yelling at your TV. You're constantly being manipulated by the profit-driven media. Support the right candidate. Fight for reform and join the movement. Together, we can do it. We can reclaim our government and ensure the voices of the people come first.